Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast.
Yo.
What up?
What up, man?
Hey, man, we back at it, making it do what it do.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some topics. Starting off with new music.
Okay.
We got Kelly Uchez and Karol G.
Nice.
Labios Mordido.
Okay.
It means bit and lip. What do you think?
Bit and lip. I'm always a fan of new music. I think the energy of that joint is going to do what it's supposed to do. It's a good time, right? Like normally around like holiday time, you'll hear all like the holiday type.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they hear some music that's like more of like I guess club type music.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's different. We need it.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. Speaking of Christmas music, we don't have any new Christmas songs this year that I've heard.
No, I haven't heard none either. I haven't heard none either.
Luckily, I haven't heard Mariah's song as much this year. So I think people are starting to kind of let it go.
You know, my daughter be playing that joint. Can't escape that joint. She be playing it.
All right. Some good news. Nelly and Ashanti. Speculations of a baby coming.
Hey.
They just
getting
got back
hot
together.
in here.
Got a baby on the way.
Word. That's what's up. Shout out to Nelly and Ashanti. They a good couple, man. They one of them couples you want to see like actually stake it out.
I always like them together. For some reason, they match. They just look right together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got a guy that met up with Ruby Rose, and he spent $62,000 to meet her. And I don't even think that she let him touch her, even her shoulder on the picture.
Oh wow!
He had to stand behind her.
$62,000.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that made me want to. We'll get into that later. I was about to say he needs to live in. He must live in Atlanta. If you know where I'm going with that.
We'll talk about it soon.
That's crazy. That's outrageous. There's nobody I would pay $62,000 to meet.
Mm-mm.
Nobody.
It's just like why are you spending his money? And then after that, she was ignoring him. There's like, he got a tattoo of her and everything. She doesn't talk to him.
That's crazy. He got to feel like the ultimate loser.
He is the ultimate loser.
Like how there's nothing. The only thing, and this is still no consolation. The only thing is we know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't even know his name. Do we know his name?
It's not important.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, he made news for it, but then tomorrow nobody's gonna care. It's just like remember that guy who spent all that money? You know.
Yeah. So, but I was just wondering, like, what does he do to have that much money? And like,
oh man, there's no way. Like he got to be like a multimillionaire. What if he was just like a regular guy, had his like life savings and just spent it on?
But there have been guys that have done that to OF girls.
Oh my god,
and
that's
then they just be
crazy.
Like, "Thanks, pal," and move on with their life.
Nope. That's what he gets.
Yeah, hold the L, homie. Birdman sends a warning to Joe Budden after he calls NBA YoungBoy's music trash. Says,
hey,
put some respect on the YoungBoy's name. That's my young hitter. I'll come get you.
Hey, man, I believe him.
And Joe Budden apologized the next day.
I tell you, that's why I said I believe him. I mean, Birdman don't be playing. He don't be playing, man. He for real. He don't be playing.
Yeah, I wouldn't play with that either. But, all right, so this is like the thing. I did a post on my channel where I was talking about YoungBoy's music, right?
Mm.
And people, they don't like it, but I have an older crowd. So what I was saying is YoungBoy's music is for younger people. He's 24 years old.
Yeah.
So he's making music for like 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
He's not making music for me.
Nah, for sure. He's definitely, we're not in the same audience range. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like when we were coming up, we listened to certain people older than us, they didn't care for.
Yeah, they used to they would call Jadakiss or Ludacris trash.
Yeah.
And they weren't trash.
Yeah.
At least not to us.
Not saying young boys Jadakiss.
But he is that. He is that to them, though.
Yeah, he is that to them.
Not to me, but like I've listened to YoungBoy's project. I forgot which one. The one I think he had with the baby. That's the one I listened to all the way through. It's not that he's a bad artist. Like, it's tolerable. I can listen to him, but it's not. I don't have the enthusiasm to sit there and listen to it like that all the time.
Yeah, it's like one of them things where somebody say you want to listen to this or that.
Yeah,
it's like
you can play it, but I'm not.
No, I'm with you on that. I agree 1,000%.
Yeah, but shout out to YoungBoy. We respect you.
Word.
All right, Cam and Mace go at Melissa Ford for making comments on the podcast with Joe Budden. They told a story about when back in the day they went to how do we say this?
A
brothel.
Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say a community of, but yeah,
a community of harlots.
Yeah,
but she said she made a kind of underlying statement saying were there underage women there, which Cam and Mace didn't make any hint to that going on.
Yeah, that was so weird. Like it was so weird. It was so random. It was like where was her mind at? Where was her headspace to think when they told this story that they had to be doing something illegal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like that was whack. And that go against all the street codes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It go against everything. Like, you don't assume or make the assumption that
there was more to the story.
There was more to the story, especially publicly. Like, nah, that was whack.
I don't even get why they kept that in. They definitely should have cut that out.
Yeah, Joe should have cut that out for sure.
All right, so Zaytoven, he said he used to take Future off his songs. He didn't like Future's verses.
Would you have taken in the early days? Would you have taken Future off your songs?
If it was pre-Turn Off the Lights, probably. But then after he dropped that song, I would have left him on, which I guess Zaytoven did.
Yeah, that's kind of how it went. I mean, it's tough, right? Because Future came with a completely different sound. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to put myself in Zaytoven's mindset. Like, you don't know if it's going to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know how people going to respond to it, how they're going to receive it. They might be like, you know. But it turned out to work out.
Yeah, and I remember, at the time, that was when J. Cole just dropped, Kendrick just dropped, Drake just dropped, Wiz Khalifa was out. Mm-hmm. So Future, he didn't have that type of like skill set on the mic, but he was making party songs. And I remember this is back in the day when I used to go to the club a lot and talking to chicks there. They would be like, "Well, it's not about his lyrics, but his music is just fun." Mm. So I'm like, okay, so you just want to have fun, and it's just the energy of the song, which he did.
Yeah.
Now we understand it, but at that time, like we was like, what is this dude talking about?
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, it's almost like, I don't want to say it's the same, it's different, but it's almost in the same vein as Soulja Boy. Mm-hmm. Like when Soulja Boy came out,
but I think
people just wanted to jump around to it.
I think Soulja was kind of an instant hit though. Like Crank That.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not in a success level. I'm saying like far as like a reception level.
Just as
like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I first heard Crank That, I was just like, what? You know what I'm saying? But when I seen the reception of it and was there when it was played in a party, it was different if I heard it just like walking down the street. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I liked it when it came out. It was like instantly a hit to me. Because I just knew it was just a fun song. I probably heard it at the club the first time. That's probably why.
Okay, but after it continued, more Soulja Boy.
I liked a few of his songs.
I like a few of his songs. I like
Turn My Swag On.
I
like Speakers Gone Hammer. I like Marco Polo.
Yeah.
Like songs like that. But some of them I could have did without, like Kiss Me Through the Phone or that LOL Smiley Face song.
You know what? I like them two songs. I ain't hear them in forever, but back then I liked those two songs.
No, I wasn't feeling the Kiss Me Through the Phone one. 618-214. I'm like, yo, what is this? What are you doing, Draco? But, shout out to Soulja Boy.
Word.
All right, let's get to some news. In Philadelphia, they said they are banning ski masks. You can't wear them publicly no more. And thank God.
I'm not against this at all. Man, it was summertime here in Georgia. You walk into and you see dudes walking to a grocery store masked up with a hood on too. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, what's my exit route out this? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Why are we trying to normalize ski masks?
And then they get mad at you for looking at them.
Yeah,
they're crazy.
Like, does he have COVID? Like, I'm looking at him like, is he sick? He got the flu? Why are you wearing a ski mask? And I can understand if it was freezing outside.
Yeah.
But in a broad day in the summertime with a hoodie on and a hat.
And it makes sense in Philly because they've been wearing ski masks for a long time.
Yeah,
I guess they're taking it too far.
Yeah. I mean, plus you never know. Like I said, you don't know what's about to happen in the situation. Growing up, I see a ski mask. I think
it's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing. But yeah, I don't think we should normalize that. I mean, if you outside, do what you do. But coming in like, stores or local businesses with a ski mask on, you bugging.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so some bad news out of Alabama. Cop Dana Elmore tased the handcuffed suspect.
Man, talking about abuse of power.
Right.
Like, watching that video was disgusting. Disgusting. Little short lady has, what they call it? Short man syndrome or whatever. Napoleon complex, whatever. I don't know what it is.
Napoleon complex.
But she had him handcuffed already. He wasn't going nowhere. He was on the ground. And it felt like she just wanted to abuse her power, which a lot of times things happen. I say everybody do that, but it was just completely unnecessary.
It's like, and even she's on leave right now. My thing is like,
slap on the wrist.
Yeah, and it's like, why isn't people investigating it more? Because that's definitely illegal. We have video of it
because of where it happened
in Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Alabama has these rumors of being like overly racist and stuff, and they're showing it to the world. Like, yeah, that's how we get down. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like, at least. I don't know if that's what they want to portray.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, we see so many of these things all the time. It's like nobody cares. Mm-hmm. It's just another nobody cares. And, people could say, oh, stop making everything about race or this or that.
It's always about
race. That's what it is. Like, people can write what they want to write and say what they want to say and turn a blind eye and make up all this stuff to make you go to sleep at night. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
And then wasn't Alabama also the same state where the dude was at the Applebee's and they called the cops?
I think so.
Showed up to work early?
Yeah, when the guy showed up to work early and got the cops called on him because he's 30 minutes early or whatever it was.
And I think that was Alabama again. So it's just like...
And that's the same place where the boat happened.
Oh my God. Yeah, so it's like Alabama got this really wild, persona.
It's crazy, man. If you from Alabama, write something in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what's going on. Your state tripping. Derek Chauvin stabbed 22 times on Black Friday, and the person that did it said he did it on Black Friday to signify Black Lives Matter.
Wait. Rewind. Wait, what? He stabbed somebody.
No, Derek Chauvin got stabbed.
Oh, I thought you said, okay. That's why I said rewind. I could have sworn he got stabbed.
He got stabbed.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, how the heck did he stab somebody after getting stabbed?
And got sent to the emergency room. He didn't have his vest on, man. He used to have that vest on. He don't get to wear it no more.
Hey, no comment.
So, yeah, I mean, this is what happens. The hate you put out, it always comes back to you some way.
Yeah.
We got a topic here about sugar daddies.
The $61,000 sugar daddy we talked about earlier. He moved to Atlanta. I just got the text.
Right. So these are the top 5 places with sugar daddies. We got New York, Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, Los Angeles are ranked the top 5 cities, and Atlanta is number 1.
You said Dallas, right?
Dallas is in there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. I never been to Dallas, but I would think those, I can't disagree with that list and be like, this other place should be in over a different one. You think that you got it right on that?
I don't really know too much about the
sugar daddy community. I don't know either, but I feel like Atlanta, of course. I'm like, okay, yeah, they definitely here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other ones?
So we had New York, Chicago, Dallas, and Los Angeles.
Sounds about right. All of those places, big cities.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people come through. People making good money.
I actually wouldn't think it was Chicago. Chicago's like the one place I wouldn't think.
Yeah, if anywhere I take off the list, maybe Chicago. I never been to Chicago. I'm supposed to go this year. But
Uh-oh.
No.
What do we say on this podcast?
I don't know, man. I think it's just the big city effect. Like,
but it's like so I guess like this is like the new culture coming around, right? Because it says 6 sugar daddies per 1,000 men. So there's a lot of sugar daddies here, and we've seen this in person.
Yeah.
Like at these clubs and stuff, you can see, like, okay, he's definitely a sugar daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'd be like 45, 50. She'd be like 19.
Yep. Walking around like, nah, this is not a, this is not,
What did y'all have in common?
Yeah, nothing at all. You see it every day, no matter where you go. Okay. Now one thing we got to investigate and come back with is the sugar mama list. Yeah,
I would be interested, but I mean, these women ain't really, I don't see them spending a lot of money like that.
That might be like some like overseas kind of stuff.
Yeah, I hear in Germany they got some sugar mamas.
Yeah, I could see it more so overseas than here right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it as much.
I feel like I used to see that when I was younger, but it died off.
When the economy changed,
mm-hmm.
I think that's when it changed. Hey, if we're wrong, write it in the comments. Let us know.
Right. Let's go to sports.
All right.
So 4 coaches have left Colorado.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. We got, let me see if I got this right. Remember, we got the former offensive coordinator, Sean Lewis. We got the tight end coach. We got the offensive line coach. And we got one of the defensive coordinator, not defensive coordinator, but defensive, maybe a linebacker, or I think he's the linebacker coach, Nick. But all 4 of them are gone. I know the offensive coordinator got a head coaching position, Sean Lewis, over in San Diego State, and he brought the offensive line coach with him. I'm not sure where Nick went. The defense coach, Nick, I don't know if it's Nick Young. I maybe could be wrong about that. And then the tight end coach, he's coaching, I think, somewhere in Charlotte or something like that. So wish him all the best. Definitely did not expect such a lot of coaches leaving. Like, just right. I thought players, but I thought the coaches were pretty tight-knit besides Sean Lewis. But, hey, man, best of luck to him. I'm sure everybody ramping up, and we'll have a new, fresh coaching staff.
Don't let the door hit you. All right, Florida State University left out of the playoffs.
I'm not even a Florida State University fan, but I feel bad for them. So if you have been unaware of what's going on in college football, let me tell you. So they announced the college football playoff teams are going to play each other, and the teams that made it, top 4 teams in the country. And without this order being correct, we got Michigan, we got Washington, we got Texas, and we got Alabama. They left out Florida State, even though they went undefeated in a perfect season. They put in Alabama over Florida State University, and they're saying because even though Alabama lost 1 game and everybody else won all their games except for Texas, Alabama and Texas, they're saying that these are the most exciting teams and best teams in college football, and that, it's crazy. So they're trying to make, and not trying, but they made college football a business. Mm-hmm. They made it a business instead of these are the teams that deserve to be here. And so you got a 50-50 split. You got half of the people saying Florida State should be there no matter what because they did everything they were supposed to do. There's nothing else they could have done, right?
I agree with that.
And I agree with that too. And then you got the other side of people saying this is a business and we want to see the most electrifying team on the field. And they're saying that Florida State is not one of those teams. They're ranked number 5 or 6, I think 5, because I think their quarterback or someone is hurt. I haven't followed Florida State the whole season, so forgive me. But a key player is hurt. And so that's their reasoning for not putting them in the playoffs. Crazy.
That doesn't make no sense.
No sense.
But, I mean, I get it's a business. Don't they get paid? Don't some of the players get paid now?
Yeah, if they
Or
have
get
a deal.
endorsements,
Yeah, if they have like an NIL deal, then they get paid. But not every single player. You have to, I guess, meet whatever qualifications and whatnot.
Right.
So
I guess, yeah. If it's a business, then you got to do what you got to do to get your money back.
Yeah, Florida State got snubbed, man. But, either way, should be a good playoffs. We got, Washington. Like I said, we got Washington, Texas. I'm sorry, we got Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama in the playoffs. And I think it'll be good.
We got some heartbreak news. Deion Sanders and Tracy Edmonds split.
Yeah, man. After a decade together, Coach Prime and Miss Tracy Edmonds call it quits. They're still friends. They exchange nice comments to each other on her post on social media, saying, whatever compliments they're giving each other. But I think, I don't know. I didn't see that happening, man. A lot is happening in Colorado, man.
Yeah, it's just like one thing after another, right?
And I noticed something different about Coach too. I noticed at least in the well-off videos that I saw, it looked like he had a lot on his mind. It looked like he had a lot going on. And then when that came out, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but wishing them both the best, and I'm sure the best is yet to come.
Praying for you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
49ers, Dre Greenlaw, slammed Eagles player Devontae Smith.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we had first of all, shout out to 49ers. They blew out the Eagles. I actually had the Eagles to win that game, but they blew out the Eagles this past Sunday. During the game, there was a little scuffle on the sideline. Dre Green was the Greenlaw.
Mm-hmm. Dre Greenlaw.
Yep. He was tackling somebody out of bounds, and he slammed the guy out of bounds. And basically, the sideline didn't like how he did that. Eagles players, personnel, and security ran over there to his defense, and he got in a little scuffle with the security guy, and security, I think, was like trying to break it up. It looked to me like the head of security for the Eagles trying to break it up, but they were saying that maybe it was a little bit more going on to it. Basically, the point is he put his hands on the guy and was like, pushing him back, and Dre didn't like that. he took a swipe at him, and he just basically grazed his face or whatever. But I mean, it was they both got thrown out the game. I think it was maybe a little bit more dramatic than what it needed to be, but yeah.
No suspensions?
I haven't followed up on that to see. We'll see. I didn't hear about any suspensions, but I know at the time it could be now, but at the time they just got thrown out the game.
Okay. Ready for a fun topic?
Let's do it.
All right. So, who's the best rapper off this list?
Uh-oh.
We got Ludacris, Nelly, Jim Jones, Busta Rhymes.
Dylon. I would have to say, you said Ludacris, Nelly,
Jim Jones, Busta Rhymes.
We're going for skill or what? Just general?
Who's the best rapper?
Busta Rhymes.
Busta.
If I'm and this is me going just strictly, I think, off skills.
I think Ludacris is. And the reason why I say Luda over Busta, because I do think Busta is amazing. But I think that Ludacris had better songs to me.
I give you that. If I didn't pick Busta, I would have picked Ludacris. I think Luda got, he probably, it's tough, man. I like both of them a lot, but.
All my favorite songs come from Ludacris. And I told you, Word of Mouth was the first CD I ever bought.
That's true. I'm not mad either way on that.
Everybody else said Ludacris and Busta. I think Nelly and Jim Jones got 8% between the two of them.
Oh, man. See, but the thing is...
Nelly and Jim Jones are dope rappers.
Yeah. I got to put some respect on it because all of them got hits. Mm-hmm. All of them got plenty of hits.
Mega hits.
And all of them can rap. So, like I said, it's tricky in these polls because... Pause that. Because it depends on what you're looking for. What criteria you're looking for.
Mm. So, one more. Ready?
Yep.
One of these CDs have to go forever. We got 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. We got Jay-Z, The Black Album. Outkast, Speaker Box and Love Below, and then T.I. Trap music.
Oh man, it's like no matter what you say, somebody's gonna want to kill you. Right? Like no matter what you say on this, somebody's gonna like crucify you. Well, I'm not getting rid of Get Rich or Die Trying.
Mm-mm.
That's a lock for me. The Black Album's a lock for me.
Did you like Speaker Box and Love Below like that?
No, it was. I liked it, but it wasn't. It's not a lock. It's not a lock. All right, I gotta go with Speaker Box and Love Below. At first, I was going to say Adios Tip.
Yeah.
I was really about to say that, but to be honest, Roses and what was the other joint? The major Way You Move were my two favorite songs on the album.
So you only like the singles. So I went with so 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying was a lock for me. You know Outkast is always a lock for me. So it came down between the Black Album and trap music. And this is how I made the decision of what was my favorite J album and my favorite T.I. album. So I'm going to let T.I. go. But it's because Urban Legends was actually my favorite. But the Black Album was just such a classic. It's not my favorite from him. The Blueprint is, but like...
Yeah, Blueprint my favorite too.
The Black Album was just such a classic in such a time.
Yeah, it's like...
And that was like Kanye's like best.
That just... Man, every song on there was crazy.
But trap music was dope, though. It was a dope sound. That was music of the summer. I think that was like, what, 03?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, that was actually... When that came out was the first year I've visited Atlanta. Yeah.
So I let T.I. go. Even though he's my favorite trap rapper, I would let that one go.
All right. I respect it.
All right, guys. If you made it to the end, we want to thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
If you want to hear more music critiques and vlogs, check out my channel. You want to hear more music and more vlogs, check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.